This April 24th, more than a century since one of the darkest chapters in history. Yet for Armenians around the world, the call for recognition, justice, and accountability still continues. 111 years have passed since the Armenian Genocide, when the Ottoman Empire systematically killed 1.5 million Armenians in 1915. Not only is it a day of remembrance in Armenia, but also for millions across the world, including one of the largest diaspora communities right here in Glendale. The community gathered to remember the past and recognize those advocating for justice. This April 24th, the Truth and Accountability League honored several people who are actively doing the work. Congresswoman Judy Chu honored for her continued efforts to speak out on Armenian issues, including the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh War, a conflict that left thousands dead and displaced more than 120,000 Armenians from their indigenous land.
We must all commit to ensuring that this atrocity never happens again. And that means I will always fight in Congress to support Armenia and the Armenian American people.
Chu is one of the few members of Congress to have visited Artsakh, an experience she says left a lasting impression of the community's resilience and unity.
That organization and passion has to be there when there are terrible things that occur, such as when Dr. Oz went to the Armenian bakery and just was accusing basically the whole Armenian community of being fraudulent. That's not right. That's stereotypical. That's hateful. That's not right.
Congresswoman Laura Friedman was also honored.
From the very start, the Armenian community here, which by the way is everywhere, it's my neighbors, it's my friends, it's my child's friend in school, has been the most vibrant, amazing, welcoming, wonderful, lovely community that it's so hard for me to even imagine what Glendale would be like without the Armenian community here.
In 2020, Azerbaijan, backed by Turkey, used drones and white phosphorus to attack the Armenian population in Artsakh. A 9-month blockade followed, causing severe food and utility shortage, forcing 120,000 people, almost the entire population in the region, to flee. Officials calling the displacement of the Armenians from their ancestral land ethnic cleansing. This was followed by Azerbaijan taking prisoners of war and holding sham trials.
I have, along with my colleague Judy Chu, demanded the release of all remaining Armenian POWs. And the fact that there still are prisoners of war being held by Azerbaijan is something that we cannot rest until that is remedied.
Journalist Anna Kasparian was also honored. While many talked about remembrance, Kasparian pointed out that global conflicts around the world don't happen in a vacuum. Her speech offered a more direct and critical perspective, demanding present-day accountability.
The majority of the weapons used against the Armenian people were supplied by Israel. I'd like to use this opportunity to expose the ongoing persecution that Armenians and many others face today with the funding and gleeful support from the United States government.
She points to the global dimensions of the conflict and the role of international powers.
When the weapons that Israel has are funded and supplied by the American people, thanks to our government, that's a big problem. And it's time that we hold our lawmakers accountable for that.
Also honored at the event was former West Hollywood Mayor Seppi Shine and artist Arpi Krikorian. Reporting for Inclusive Voices, I'm Mary Paronyan.